Welcome to the class of 2021's graduation ceremony. On behalf of the graduating class, it is my honor to welcome the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and our guests for coming to this ceremony. I know this has been an unprecedented year, and we all thank you for your overwhelming support and for coming here to share this monumental occasion with the Burlington School's class of 2021. You have all been just as necessary, if not more so, than we graduates for making this happen. As such, it is imperative that you understand that this day is your day just as much as ours, and you were there for every step of the way to make it happen. My fellow graduates, this ceremony marks the ending of a chapter in our lives we started very long ago. We started as freshmen, and I can still remember the first day of school vividly. We all walked around downtown Burlington on a scavenger hunt, and we definitely looked like the typical freshmen. Very lost, overwhelmed, most of us had braces, interesting haircuts, and some pretty questionable outfits. But together as a class, we have outgrown those stages and built memories and bonds together that will last a lifetime. We have each had our very own unique experiences at TBS, good times and bad times, times of laughter, joy, school spirit, and time spent together. It has been 4 long years, and I've seen major growth in all of us. We've become scholarship recipients, all-state athletes, state champions, NHS members, performers, artists, and collectively we have achieved a host of other milestones and experiences that normal teenagers can only dream of. This is what makes us exceptional and what separates us from other students. Today is one of great importance for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it marks the end of an era for the class of 2021, and a new beginning as well. Though our time in high school has come to a close, the knowledge and experiences we have gained here are only going to help us in the future. Whether you're pursuing higher education or entering the workforce, the crucial lessons we have learned here, both inside and outside the classroom, will serve us to guide us for the rest of our lives. We are gathered here today to celebrate the exceptional nature of us Burlington School students. With that, I say congratulations to the class of 2021, and I formally welcome you to our graduation ceremony.
I'd like to invite everybody to receive the following prayer, however you feel comfortable. O Creator, you see your children growing up in an unsteady and confusing world. Help us to see the good, the kindness, and the beauty in the midst of it all. Show us that living in service to others is more life than chasing after selfish goals. Help us to take our failures not as a measure of our worth, but as a chance for a new start. Give us strength to hold our faith, to celebrate all that is good, and to keep alive our joy in your creation. Bless all schools, colleges, and universities, which will serve as our new homes for the next 4 years, that they may be lively centers for sound learning, new discovery, and the pursued wisdom. And grant to those who teach and those who learn success and resilience in all facets of their lives. All this we ask in your name. Amen.
Afternoon, everyone. My name is Cole Powers. I'm proud to be a part of the graduating class of 2021. Our alumni speaker for this graduation is Mr. Bobby Mcqueen, who currently attends UNC Chapel Hill. Bobby attended TBS for over 15 years, and in the time that he was a student, he was involved with almost all of the sports programs, including tennis, baseball, basketball, and soccer throughout high school. He was also a member of the Honor Council. As a member of the course program, Bobby was able to travel all over the world, including Italy, Austria, and Washington, D.C. Bobby was also president of the senior class, and he says he enjoyed every moment at TBS. In 2018, during Bobby's senior year at TBS, he received a Moorhead Kane Scholarship to UNC Chapel Hill, where he is a business administration major with a concentration in real estate finance and a history major with the United States concentration. Bobby is also a member of the Make-A-Wish Club, the Portfolio Management Club, and as a financial analyst, and the undergraduate honor corps, where they rule on any honor code infractions by students at UNC. Bobby says that he is looking forward to graduating next year and is planning on pursuing an honor thesis in either business or history. Bobby says that in his free time he loves to play music with friends and enjoy the beautiful Carolina campus. Hope we can all give a warm welcome to Mr. Bobby Mcqueen.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thanks to Cole so much for that introduction. Gotta say it, but go Tar Heels. It's so nice to be back here at the Burlington School and to see so many familiar faces, especially those in these rows in front of me. Before I get started, I, along with everyone here, would like to say congratulations to all of you. Let's give them a round of applause. What an amazing feat you all have accomplished. While you may think it was expected of you from the very beginning, it's something that you should be extremely proud of. Each and every one of you is here because you worked hard, did well on your assignments, competed on various sports fields, and challenged yourselves to grow as young adults. I, along with everyone here, am proud. I know that this has been an extremely arduous year, especially with the coronavirus pandemic changing almost every aspect of our daily lives. That being said, you would not be here if it were not for the incredible faculty, staff, and TBS community that helped to guide you along your path through high school and through this difficult last year. I implore you all to thank every single person in this wonderful place that has helped you along your journey. The people here care about you more than you will ever know, and every single one of them wants to see you succeed. If I have any first piece of advice, it's to lean on this incredible support system when you need to. College is an incredible place to learn, grow, and develop, but it can be extremely overwhelming. Reaching out to the people who helped you get there can be stabilizing. For me, that's been stopping by occasionally when I'm in town to discuss my history studies with Ms. Killian or Dr. Hassan, reaching out to Mr. Qualls to hear about various musical endeavors that the school is undergoing, or hearing from old coaches and teachers about all the wonderful accomplishments that you all have achieved. TBS is a very special place, and a very difficult one to leave. Trust me, I tried once before graduating, and it didn't go so well. While I was down the road at a different high school for all of 4 days, I realized how incredible the unconditional love and support that this school provides to each and every one of us. Please do not take that for granted. Going out in the world can be scary, exciting, and overwhelming, and the school is here for you no matter what. With that being said, I want to at least provide you with a few lessons I've learned so far in my college journey before MQ or Miss Killian starts playing the music for me to head off. The first, and what I believe to be the most important, is to champion your own journey. When I first got to college, I had no clue what I wanted to do. Thoughts of medicine, law, business, and almost every other possible profession were running through my mind. It's very easy in those moments of confusion to look at the people around you and to decide to do whatever they're doing. While it can be comforting to do the same things as your friends, you regret going down a path that you don't love. So, don't be afraid to break the mold or to be introspective and find out what makes you the best version of you. The famous psychiatrist Carl Jung once said, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, but who looks inside awakes." TBS has provided you with the ability to be your own person and to embrace your inner passions. Whether it's been arts, athletics, service, academics, or a combination of all of those things, each and every one of you has taken a different path to reach this very moment, and yet you are all here just the same. Take this into your next journey through college. Regardless of where you go, there are endless opportunities to become a champion in your own right. So step out of your comfort zone. Take classes because you think they'll be interesting rather than just completing requirements or ticking boxes for your major. Join as many clubs and organizations that you think will better you or be fun to be a part of. And most importantly, don't be afraid to champion your own journey through this next chapter of life. My second piece of advice is to find a way to inspire others. I'm not sure if Ms. Killian still tries to instill this in y'all, but when I was a student here, we were constantly reminded that we are not the center of the universe. Despite some metaphorical and metaphysical debates from Lucius during my time here regarding the position of spherical bodies, the noise that they create, and the place that we have in that so-called universal sound, I have to say I've come to agree with Ms. Killian. While I encourage all of you to take the next few hours, days, or weeks to to make sure that you are the center of the universe, and to make sure your family feels the same way, because I know that I did after graduation, please don't forget those words of wisdom when you arrive to college. This school has done everything it can to boost you up and give you a great head start in life. It can be easy to get to college and forget about where you came from and who helped you get there. But wherever you go, you are a projection of the school and a projection of this community. What you do and how you do it will reflect on and impact the people who come after you. Make your actions inspirational. In the words of our 6th president, John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. Be a leader. Be inspirational. When I was a senior here, the majority of you were freshmen. And a few years from now, the freshmen here currently will be in your shoes. Be inspirational to them. Show them what TBS graduates can do out in the world. Whatever you decide to do, give your all and be a leader in your own right. You never know who's watching and who you are inspiring. The last piece of advice that I will give is to be conscious of the idea that failure is okay. When I first got to college, I had a difficult time adjusting to such a large place. My first economics class at UNC had 450 people in it. The professor was only available for 1 hour a week and oftentimes had more people in her office hours than I did in my graduating class year. It was overwhelming, very difficult, and I struggled a lot. But I give you that anecdote not to scare you, but to say that setbacks happen. You will be okay. One of my favorite figures in history, Sir Winston Churchill, said, "Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm." It's not if you fail, because I can guarantee that at some point in the next 4 years, you probably will. It's how you handle that failure that means everything. Don't let a failure stifle your enthusiasm for learning or your enthusiasm for life. Use it as an opportunity to grow. Learn from every setback, get back up, and keep pushing forward. Congratulations to all of you, class of 2021. Champion your individual journeys, inspire those around you, and don't be afraid to fail. You will all do incredible things, and I, along with everyone else here, am excited to watch what you become. Thank you, and congratulations again.
Hi, I'm Norah Mansfield. I'm honored to be here giving this speech. This school is my home away from home. I have been given the greatest blessing of being at this school since PS4. While I knew that growing up and leaving this place was always in my future, I was hoping it would never come. My class and I have waited for this moment our entire lives, and now that it's finally here, we're kind of hesitant. It's been a long journey from sharing snacks in kindergarten, tattletaling in first grade, figuring out who has the best boyfriend or girlfriend in middle school, to the random drama fights in middle school, and even losing touch with each other this past year because of COVID. However, our class has stuck together through it all. This year's senior class has pushed the limits in every aspect that it could. From strong leaders to computer wizards to amazing athletes, the class of 2021 has shown that hard work pays off. When COVID hit in the beginning of March of 2020, our class was thrown off its tracks. We lost our spring immersion term and began to lose touch with each other. All of a sudden, junior year was over and senior year had begun. When we returned to school, we soon learned that it was far from normal. I have walked in these doors these last few days being the only senior in the building. Knowing that my last week of classes wouldn't be spent side by side with my classmates was heartbreaking. But we're getting older and we need to start growing up. So as we go forward in life, we will look back on this moment forever and always remember each other. The Burlington School has been one of the most impactful influences on my life and my classmates' lives too. This nurturing, caring environment has pushed me to be the best me I could possibly be. This community has taught us that giving back to the community and helping others in any way can also help us as individuals and as leaders. We've been taught that younger children always look up to us, and we should be proud of that. Without the community here, we would not be where we are today. We want to thank all of you for providing us with exceptional care and support. The school's AAAs have influenced our lives. First is academics, why we're here today, and then arts and athletics. Especially to the class of 2021, the arts have been very influential. We have a large participation in drama, the visual arts, and the choral ensemble. We have grown so much throughout these years because of our experience of the arts. For example, Miss Baker has pushed me over the years in musicals and plays. Through the countless hours spent with Miss Baker working on shows, figuring out costumes and props, we have built a relationship. I like to call her my second mom because of the impact she has had on my life. I have this weird power where I can tell when she misspeaks, and yet I know what she really means. This is why she tells the class, do as I mean, not as I say. This has affected me because I always know what she really means, and I help others by having them follow my lead. Without her influence and impact on my career, I wouldn't be up here today. She knows how often I was told to quiet down, but has never enjoyed hearing about it. She told me last week to always be loud, and Miss Baker, I certainly will, and my classmates know it. I also know Mr. Qualls has impacted his students' lives, along with Mr. Rodney. Arts here at the Burlington School have changed our students' lives because we will be able to go closer to other students and faculty that we wouldn't typically have the chance to interact with. Athletics have provided another way of building community for the students. In fact, this year alone, we have had 5 people sign or commit to a college for athletics. At TBS, athletics have given us the opportunity to form connections with each grade and form our own school family. Teams go through so much together, and TBS understands that and allows for everyone to experience this through the sports requirement. My class and I want to take a moment to say thank you for all the teachers and their hard work, especially during this troubling time. The teachers who have taught the same way for 30 plus years have had to learn how to teach virtually and accommodate students in person and online. We as seniors had a rough year with the new learning style as well, but we want to give a big applause to the teachers for doing their very best for us and helping us every step of the way. The class of 2021 has had so many memories together, and I know it's going to be hard to go our separate ways, but in the end, we are all held together by the connection to TBS, and it won't be forgotten. So once again, thank you. Thank you, classmates, for the late night studyings or writing papers. Thank you for the memories on class trips, and thank you for pushing each other and wanting to see the best in each other. Thank you, teachers and staff, for helping us every step of the way and helping us fulfill our dreams for the future. And thank you, Mr. Wall, for always making sure the big black truck was always in one parking spot and not two. Once again, thank you, TBS, for building great leaders and a strong community of fellow classmates in the class of 2021. I wish everyone luck as we move on in life.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. A special thank you to the parents, grandparents, teachers, supporters, and people who have made today possible. This morning, I'm honored to stand before you to introduce today's keynote speaker. She is no stranger to the Burlington School and our community. Many of us have had the great privilege to spend 4 years under her leadership and guidance. Starting as our ancient world history teacher freshman year, she has proved herself to be passionate not only about teaching, but also being a part of our lives outside of the classroom. While yes, she has taught us about World War I and II, I speak for most of us when I say the most important lesson she has taught us is how to be inclusive. She does this by constantly reminding us that we are not the center of the universe. Her saying became very evident when COVID hit last March. The Burlington School's community had to quickly adapt and learn how to take care of one another while staying 6 feet apart. Because of the selfless and open community here, the transition was tough, but nothing we could not and did not handle. Today, I thank her for teaching us that we are not the center of the universe. Class of 2021, parents, faculty, and staff, please help me in welcoming today's keynote speaker, Ms. Killian Barefoot-Fager.
Good morning. Let's take a moment. This moment will not happen again. This group of people will not ever be all together again. I don't mean these people here, I mean everybody. It's a miracle that we're all here right now to celebrate you all. So let's take a moment. Thank you. I thought it might be fun today to share some words of advice from people far more intelligent than me. Although you have heard me give these lessons in my occasional morning meeting rants. Here's a collection of a few of my mini soapbox lessons. You'll find they will all sound familiar. I did not talk to Bobby Mcqueen before. We did not plan this. So, there are 5 of them. You know, I really like 3, but we're going with 5 because I couldn't decide. Number 1, you're not the center of the universe. Or, let's go with the more positive version. Everyone is the hero of their own story. No one is thinking about you as much as you are thinking about you. Everyone's really just worried about themselves. This means the world will not bow to you. It will not rearrange itself to make space for you. It will not accommodate your desires because you wish it to. No one is thinking about you as much as you are thinking about you. That sounds like it might be disappointing, but it's actually liberating. You can build the life that you want. You don't have to wait for other people to give it to you. You can surround yourself with people who lift you up, who help make you your best self. You can dream and then make a plan and then do the hard work to manifest that plan. Don't wait for your dream to be handed to you. You'll be waiting a long time. But you are the hero of your own story. Number 2, differences are a gift. You know how much I hate it when we're having a Harkness discussion and then somebody says something and everybody else in the room goes, oh yeah, that's right. There is no way that you all came up with the best, most complete answer or idea that quickly. But if you dig a little deeper, disagree, challenge each other, ask questions, and really listen to the answers, the conclusions you come to are so much richer and deeper and more complex and simply better. Don't get me wrong, it's not easy. Disagreeing with others in a way that is respectful and genuine is an art and a difficult skill that you can learn. But it is so important. It's a wonderful feeling to be with people who are like you, who agree and who offer comfort and safety in that sameness. But do not stop there. Also surround yourself with people who don't always agree with you, with people who are different from you, and truly listen to them. Listen to the stories of others so that you can learn and grow, not to come up with a rebuttal. You don't have to agree with everything they say, but if you really hear them and they hear you, you have built a connection with them. And that connection can lead to other connections, and that is how we build community. The community that we build from disagreement and diversity is a stronger one, just like the topics in a Harkness discussion. It takes a little longer, you have to put in more effort, but the results are infinitely better. Number 3, be uncomfortable. I wish I could tell you that we learn when we're happy and comfortable and things are easy, but we don't. We learn far more when it is hard and we don't know what to do to get through. You don't have to seek out. Discomfort will find you. Life will provide plenty of opportunities, but don't run from those challenges when they come. Who would have thought that 2 years ago you would be navigating a worldwide pandemic, that we would be missing our loved ones, having school online, canceling milestones like class trips and holiday concerts, that you all have already risen to those challenges. You have navigated, persevered, and occasionally thrived in these circumstances. And what does that tell me? That you are strong and capable. I'm also sure that you all could come up with something really valuable that you have learned this year, a COVID gift. Something that you will take with you for the rest of your life. There will be more hardships and struggles in your lives, and you will come out on the other side wiser, more confident, and hopefully with more empathy for others and yourself. Number 4, embrace gratitude. The research is clear. An attitude of gratitude makes us happier. There is always something to be grateful for. Did you turn on the tap this morning to brush your teeth or wash your hands? Clean, safe drinking water was presented to you with a flick of a wrist. And you likely do not know hunger. Not I miss breakfast hungry, but hunger from months or years of not eating enough. Is there someone here for you today? Either watching online or sitting in this gym? Gratitude for the simple things is not an exercise in guilt, as a student once told me, none of these guys. To be grateful means that you appreciate what you have. It doesn't help those people who are hungry for you to take your fullness for granted. It doesn't help the children in the system for you not to appreciate the love and kindness you have from your parents and grandparents. Open your mind and heart to what you have right now. Gratitude opens you up to the joy of living. And this, in turn, allows you to help others. Number 5. Do what you know is right, regardless of what others are doing. I want to read one of my favorite quotes to you all, which I have read to you in morning meeting before. It is often attributed to Mother Teresa. I don't know if that's real or not, but we'll go with it. People are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spent years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. In the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Congratulations, you have so much to be proud of as individuals and as a group. Celebrate and appreciate and tell your parents and grandparents, friends and teachers thank you. And now it's time to go out and be the hero of your own story. Be safe. I love you.
My name is Khalil Madding, and I'm proud to be a part of class of 2021. On behalf of the class 2021, I would like to again thank all the friends, family, and TBS community members who have helped us get to this point. We hope that our gift will be a lasting legacy that will serve to make our campus beautiful. Our gift to the TBS community will be a bench and garden that will be right near the lower and upper school parking lot. And with the rest of the money, we will be matching to a certain extent how much the class of 2022 raises throughout the upcoming school year. We want them to use the money for the betterment of not only the school, but the whole TBS community. And if you look at your little flyer, it should have a rendering of the senior class gift right there under the junior marshals. Thank you.
This service award is given to the senior who has given extraordinary time, effort, and energy to the Burlington School. The student who has earned this award embodies this description. She has been involved in many organizations during her time at the Burlington School, devoting her service to all her endeavors and passions. She is the first to volunteer her ideas and energy to a greater cause. Whether it is creating games for Girl Talk Club, bringing in materials and supplies for Student Government Association, sharing with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, mentoring her fellow tennis teammates, spending countless hours working on drama productions, or leading morning meetings, it is clear that everything the student does is done to improve the community around her. This year, she had the opportunity to take her service to the next level as a senior class president. Her leadership and positive attitude during the COVID-19 pandemic were a service not only to her class, but the whole school community. We are a better school because of her. It is a pleasure to recognize Norah Mansfield as a 2021 TBS Service Award.
School, we recognize scholarship as a quality that extends beyond a grade point average. Scholarship is a combination of hard work, curiosity, perseverance, passion, and academic excellence. The student honored today has demonstrated all of these qualities throughout her time at the upper school. This student has consistently earned honors trimester after trimester. In addition, she has been recognized for her academic excellence over the years, earning the Promise in Spanish Award in 2018 and the Dartmouth Book Award in 2020. In addition, she has academically challenged herself by enrolling in 3 Elon University classes, plus a lab course in her senior year. She is academically curious, often going above and beyond in her studies in search of new information and answers to her questions. In the classroom, she's quick to pick up new material, participate in discussions, and to lend a helping hand to her peers and teachers. In fact, at the end of this year, she cleaned and organized the entire science lab to ensure the excellence and success of the TBS lab program following her graduation. It is an honor to announce Ellie Richardson as the recipient of the 2021 Scholar Award.
It is my pleasure to represent the upper school faculty in awarding the Heart Award. The Tbs Heart Award is given to a student who embodies the qualities of the TBS mission and pledge in their time at the school. The pledge traits we celebrate include living with integrity, exhibiting friendship, embracing citizenship, cultivating passion, demonstrating leadership, honoring perseverance, and showing empathy. This year, the award goes to someone who approaches situations with passion and determination. She is well respected by her peers and teachers for her self-discipline, work ethic, and passion for justice. In every situation, she brings energy and focus. As a participant in student government, she helped organize and work movie nights for the lower school students, prepare the first day of school for upper school students, and led Community Day for all grades. The student is a leader in yearbook, helping to edit pages and to teach younger students how to design yearbook pages and use technology. On the track and field team, the student excelled in setting a good example for others, working well with her teammates and encouraging everyone to do their best. She learned how to handle disappointment and then come back stronger than before, earning second place in the state finals in both shot put and discus. In the classroom, she works hard to complete her assignments with thoughtfulness and aims for excellence. She was often a leader in group projects or Harkness discussions, challenging everyone in the room to think outside the box. No matter where she is, she pushes herself to do better, doesn't give up, motivates others, sets her goals high and works toward them, and always strives to do her best and to put her best self forward. This person faces challenges with open arms and with a spirit of discovery, no matter what comes her way. She is caring, talented, and she refuses to settle for mediocrity. It is with pleasure that we present the 2021 TBS Heart Award to Sierra Woods. It's also my pleasure to present the diplomas to the class of the 2021 TBS High School. Thank you all for being flexible today and moving with us inside. Kylie Faith Adams. Megan Lynn Dumaine. Isaiah Jose Escobar. London Gray Glasgow. Ayana Amore Griggs. William Dallas Holt. Spencer William Hood. Jaden Lewis. Emmanuel Lopez Sanchez. Kuel Charles Stephen Madden. Norah Blair Mansfield. Ian Nathaniel Maxim. Bria Elina McKeever. Ira Cole Powers. Eleanor Nelson Richardson. Jamari Deache Johnson Thomas. Daniela Ogeles. Sierra Alexandria Woods. Samantha Caroline Young.
Good morning. To our families and our guests, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the TBS for your patience and flexibility this morning. Why was I surprised that it rained right at the start? And it's probably sunny outside as we speak. So thank you again. We appreciate it. Before we recognize the class of 2021, I'd like to recognize 3 seniors. These 3 seniors have been with the Burlington School and Burlington Day School since they were either in K3, K4, or kindergarten. At this time, I'd like to recognize Kylie Adams, K3, Norah Mansfield, K4, and Spencer Hood, kindergarten. If you would please stand, and your parents as well. Thank you for your loyalty and dedication. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that the class of 2021 has received slightly over $3.1 million in scholarships, and not financial aid. A great statement about these young people. Congratulations and thank you. Okay, guys, this is it. This is the time. Members of the class of 2021, will you please rise? By the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Burlington School's Board of Trustees, I hereby recognize you as graduates of the Burlington School. Congratulations.
My fellow students, we arrived here 4 short years ago and now it's already time to leave. I know this year has been flipped upside down and it wasn't what we expected our senior year to be like, but despite the circumstances, we still had a great year and even adapted to a new learning style. I think this year definitely taught us that life doesn't always go as planned and you have to be ready for anything and make the best of it. And at least we have a good story to tell everyone when we're older. I have been at the Burlington School since I was 3 and it has shaped me into the person I am today. Not only has the school taught me how to read and write, but it has also taught me how to be a good person. This community has been so close and caring that I have always felt at home here. TBS helps you grow and become more independent, and I'm forever grateful for everything the school has done for me. The relationships I have made with faculty and staff are so precious to me, and I know my classmates feel the same way. I have been with Norah and Spencer since kindergarten, Ellie since elementary school, and Sierra since middle school, and I have gotten to watch them grow up alongside me. They were there for me long ago, and they still are now, and I couldn't be prouder of them. Although I haven't been with my other classmates for as long, they still mean just as much to me, and we all have grown so much over these last 4 years. This class has had lots of great memories, like our class trip to New Orleans, or our trip to Philly that was, let's just say, very eventful, and I'm sure none of us will ever forget it. Especially the hour-long presentation at Drexel University that over half the class slept through. We also can't forget our senior sunrise this year that of course only the girls showed up to at 6:30 a.m. We were all eating donuts at Joe Davidson and we were waiting for the sunrise that never came. We have had our ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Each one of you is an incredible human being and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I want to thank the teachers and administration for being there for us and pushing us to be our best selves. From checking on us daily to staying honest if we have a missing assignment, you never let us fail and were right behind us no matter what. They have taught us to be of service to others, to strive for the very best, and that there are no limits to what we can accomplish if we continue to pursue and achieve our dreams. It might seem to you like you were just doing your job, but you guys deserve so much more credit than you get, and we will never forget you for all that you have done. To our mothers, fathers, and significant others, for without them, we would not be here to celebrate this moment. We thank you for unconditional love and support. We thank you for caring enough to ensure we were given the very best. And from your example, we will be able to go into the world and show the world that we are prepared to face all the challenges that will come our way. I hope with all of my heart that each one of you cherish these moments that we've had together, because no matter how much you may want to, you can't go back to high school. There is a universal truth that we have to face whether or not we want to. Everything must come to an end. As much as I look forward to this day, there is something bittersweet in its arrival. I've always disliked change, but especially endings. The last day of summer, the last episode of series, or the last day of high school. but endings are inevitable. Today is one of those days for all of us. However, instead of goodbye, I want us to say see you later. As Winnie the Pooh said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Congratulations to the class of 2021.